So right now, as early as now, dapat may nuhulog na ako 20,000 a month. Up to the 4th year. Kung nabuo ko siya, may 1 million I can buy it in cash.
So you like cash than loan?
Definitely.
Brand new, second hand for cars?
Kung I can afford a brand new car, I will buy a brand new, less headache. If I cannot afford it, I will buy a second hand, and then okay na kahit na mag-repair.
Hey guys, we're back with Chinkee Tan. We just finished Chink Positive. So, I have a question. Paano magiging milyonaryo yung mga tao? What's the best way from Mr. Chink Positive to become a millionaire?
Ay nako, parang kang ano, 'di ba? Lahat naman 'yan ang gusto eh. We want to become wealthy and rich. However, yun parang sa akin ang best way for you to become wealthy is if you empower yourself with good financial education. Talagang kailangan matuto ka muna.
Okay.
Kasi ang hirap gawin ng isang bagay kapag di mo alam. Diba? Mahirap mag-drive pag di mo alam. Mahirap magluto pag di mo alam. So the key is you gotta learn.
Build yourself first.
Of course. Kasi especially when it comes to making money or investing money, it's so hard to make money if you don't know how to make money. It's so hard to invest and make your money grow if you don't know what to do. So just like what you did, diba, you started from small and then you try to learn and then you build your way up. So that's the first thing, learn. The second thing I always advise people who want to become wealthy is to become patient. Because there's no elevator to success. A lot of people want to become rich, but they want to become rich quick. Instant. So that's the reason why their resilience is very low. Once na nahirapan po sila, tendency is to they give up. They become impatient. And especially when growing your money. You need patience. Time should be on your side. It shouldn't work against you. It should be working for you. Kaya nga I always tell people, especially mga young people out there, na start investing when you are young. Sobra. Compared to us, I'm 54 this year.
Oh, kala 44.
Next naman. Ini-interview mo lang ako eh. No, really, ang hirap for us, that our time for investment is not that long. Even if we have much money right now, compared to a 20-year-old, that 20-year-old with a few thousand can even out-earn my investment even if I have millions right now because he or she has time and I don't have time.
They start something, they start building themselves. Paano yung pag-limit nila capital? They don't have capital to start the business that they want or tingin nila magaling sila magluto pero wala silang pang capital pag-start ng resto nila or food cart nila. What should they do? Anong pwede nilang gawin para makuha yung capital na yun?
It's never about capital. Even though you have lots of capital but if you do not know what to do, your capital is useless. So again, core competence, you know how to cook. So once you know how to cook, alam mo, very important, dapat maging creative ka lang. Creative in the sense, you talk to people who believe in you. And then you tell them, you sell them the idea. Oh, I have a very good business idea. Are you willing to invest in my...
Raise money.
You raise your own money. Ang pinaka-best niyan talaga is a few thousand pesos para yung exposure mo hindi ganun kalaki. Just in case it didn't work, no, makaka-recover ka.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to first-time investor, no, in business, I always tell people, once you invest money, you always ask yourself, is it reversible? When you say reversible, just in case it didn't work, hindi masisira ang buhay mo. Like for example, we're talking about 20,000 pesos capital.
Okay.
Kung nalugin 20,000, reversible siya kasi you can recover. Probably you can pay it in 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year time. Pero if I'm talking about, let's say, 2 million.
Mahirap mabawi.
That's so crazy.
Okay.
Even though it's the best opportunity, but if it's not yet proven, I will not invest at 2 million.
So, bago sila mag-restaurant, baka probably magluto-luto muna, order muna para exposure is smaller.
Or if not naman, mag-catering siya. Or if not naman, di ba, yung mag-deliver siya sa mga offices na mga food pack.
Pag nag-start sila sa business, tapos how long yung bibigyan mo siya ng parang shelf life na pag 6 months, 1 year, 2 years na to, hindi pa rin masyado nakikita, or break even lang, hindi pa nag-take off. When do they pull the plug? When do they know na this is not for me?
I always ask if the business is scalable. Like for example, na-maximize ko na yung output ko, ako nag-deliver, ako nagluluto, ako lahat, diba? Pero yung oras ko hanggang ganito lang. So, makikita ko, it's not anymore scalable. At kung break even lang ako, Diba? Tapos hindi pa siya scalable. Ibig sabihin, it's time for me to give up and look for another opportunity.
Tsaka yung effort na bigay mo dun for that period of time, wala, tapos di ka nang kumikita, parang wala rin.
Or like for example, nakikita ko naman, okay, may sinet up akong system, tapos ang nangyari niyan, hindi ako, pwede ko i-multiply yung sarili ko, scalable siya. No? Ang gagawin ko, ilalabang ko. Kasi pwede pa i-scale pero hindi ko na ma-maximize. Pero kung alam ko, wala na talagang ilalaki to, di ba? Because of location, probably yung location, hindi tama yung location, or let's say, walang paradahan yung sasakyan, hindi na siya lalaki, no? So, hindi ko na siya ilalaban.
They open another one or something totally different?
Ako, I always tell people, you don't stop. You never give up. You just need to change probably. Change the business. Ako, I've started a lot of business venture. Majority of them became successful, but there are ones na hindi naging successful. But it didn't stop me and prevent me from continuing and looking for other alternatives.
Ano yung pinaka-memorable mo na business that it did not go so well, pero ang laki na nakuha mong learning from it?
Last company na set up ko.
Okay.
I made money, but unfortunately, towards the end, yun nga, nagkaroon kami ng mga problema ng partners ko. And then number 2, I made some also not so good decision, unwise decision, that really also led to yung selling the company.
Pag may partners ka, syempre decision making, hati-hati ka doon, nagkakaroon ng conflict.
Magulo.
Do you suggest people just do it on their own tapos they just get investors, or when should they know na magkukuha na ako ng partner para sa negosyo na to?
I would suggest, sinabi mong una, na start on your own, get investors rather than having partners. Ang hirap
Kasi yung iba-ibang prinsipyo din.
Iba-ibang mindset Ako, kaya nga sinasabi ko, like, for example, we're going to work on something together. Mahirap na makipag-partner ka for long term. Para kang kinasal. Diba? Mas maganda date muna kayo. Diba? You try on one project. Okay, did we hit it together? Okay ba tayo? Sige, we'll try another project. Ganun dapat.
Para if it does not work, okay lang, tapos na. Okay. I like what you say on your talks and in your books about yung kurot principle, na paggagastos ka, parang kukuha ka lang ng maliit na bagay doon. How can people reward themselves na parang 5 years na yung gusto nilang bilhin na kurot, hindi pa rin siya kurot, dakot pa rin siya. When do they enjoy naman?
Wala naman problema for you to enjoy. I always have 2 types of spending, negative and positive spending. Negative spending, you borrow in order for you to buy. Positive spending, you save before you buy. So, you can buy anything you like. A camera, let's say travel, car, house, anything you like, as long as you save it first.
Okay.
Because you cannot spend the money that you do not have. Kailangan pag-ipunan mo muna. So, kailangan may tinatawag na positive saving. Before I buy, like for example, a car, ang ginagawa ko talaga, I already save right now. Kasi, like for example, I'm planning to buy another car in 4 years time.
Okay.
I don't save on the 4th year. Or I save starting right now. So, let's say ang car is 1 million. And let's say 4 years time, 250 per year times 12 months. That's divided by 12 months, that's 20,000. So, right now, as early as now, dapat may nuhulog na ako 20,000 a month. Up to the 4th year. Kung nabuo ko siya, may 1 million I can buy it in cash.
So, you like cash than loan?
Definitely.
Brand new, second hand for cars?
Kung I can afford a brand new car, I will buy a brand new, less headache. If I cannot afford it, I will buy a second hand, and then okay na, kahit na mag-repair.
Okay. Follow your passion, do what you love, or just find something and just love it.
At the end of the day, it depends on the need of the person. Kung ang need niya talaga kumita ngayon, find work and then love it. And kung talagang may pera ka naman, you have the time, di ba? Dependent ka pa sa magulang mo, di ba? Susuporta ka naman. Okay, pursue your passion kasi you're not pressured to make money. But if you're a family man, you need to pay bills. Di ba? Maraming dependent sa'yo. Wala kang magagawa. You got to work. And then you got to love your work towards the end. Pero, alam mo, para sa akin, di ba? Like what we're doing, hindi lang to, trabaho para sa atin. This is a passion thing. No, like you blogging, it's for free, wala naman bayad to. You make an effort to do a video, but I do believe there will come a time in your life that you would know your calling. And then once you find your calling, what I really encourage you guys who's watching right now is you pursue to become the best at what you're doing. Do not pursue money. The more you pursue money, the more money will run away from you. But if you find something that you love to do and be the best at what you're doing, then money will follow.
Wow. Well said. The more you chase it, the more it becomes harder. And para sa akin, pag nag-business ka or you choose money, pag naging mahirap, it's easy to quit as well.
Totoo yun.
Yun, that's it. I hope this helps you, and I hope this pushes you to be the best version of yourself. So, trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Bye, everyone.